You never know where life will take you. It can be hilarious, entertaining, surprising, or even terrifying. Join your hosts, Mike and Courtney, for real life adventures with Eatin' on the Go, Life at the Island podcast.
And I'm Mike.
And I'm Courtney.
And we are at the island at our house for Eatin' on the Go.
Kitchen Island,
Kitchen Island, yes, that's it. Well, we love to travel. We love life, where life takes us. And let's be honest, everybody in their life has funny stories.
Yes.
Right? Everybody has a journey. Everybody has stories. And so this show is designed to just have fun. We're going to talk about the places we go, the things we experience, and just the funny stuff of life.
Yeah. Even everyday life.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do.
Even if it's just a trip to the grocery store.
It could be interesting.
Could be entertaining.
You never know.
You just never know.
A lot of times they are.
So, how was your week, Mike?
It was good. Just out catching perps.
Perps, they are.
Yeah, I'm a police officer, so that's what I do. I catch perps.
That's right. All right. Well,
yeah.
Did you catch any perps this week?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, there's never a shortage of customers.
Well,
in my business,
job security it is.
That it is. Now, how was your week?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good week. Missed you.
I know. This is the only time we get to see each other.
I know.
During the podcast.
Podcastians.
Yeah. Is that a word?
It can be our word.
I kind of like that. Podcastians. Huh. We'll have to look that up and see. But, regardless if it's a word or not, we can make it a word.
I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah.
What we call ourselves.
So you recently had a big event that was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. We did have our pumpkin festival. As I said, I work for local chamber of commerce, and we host a pumpkin festival every year. And
it's a big deal around here.
It is. It's actually like the World's Fair.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying. So yeah, Morton, Illinois is where I work, and it is the pumpkin capital of the world.
It is, yes, because
we have a lot of pumpkins that are grown in Morton.
We'll give you some facts on that later.
Yeah, fun facts on Morton. But anyway, pumpkin festival. One of the missions of our festival is to give back to the local community. And Very cool. We had recently a VIP give back event at the Morton Cinemas, where we were able to give, can't do this. We gave back.
Brain fart? What?
I don't know what's happening here.
What happened? I'm on the edge of my seat.
Just like at the movies.
Yes.
So yeah, anyway, we issued over $51,000 back to the
awesome.
community. So
that was cool. Yeah.
Can we get a cheers for that?
Let's do a cheers.
Can that be our cheers of the week?
This is our cheers of the week. So if you're at home, raise your glass. If you're driving, raise your cell phone. No, don't do that. Cop will pull you over. But here's our cheers.
Cheers.
All right, very good. And what are you drinking, by the way?
I am drinking some Kettle One. And this is a new mix for me.
Okay.
I do like club soda usually in my cocktails.
Right.
I don't like a lot of sweet, but I got some flavored sparkling water this time.
I like it.
Yeah, it's tasty.
I like it. And I am having an old fashioned with Woodford Reserve today.
Tasty.
I like to change it up.
You do?
I do.
Do you have a favorite whiskey?
No.
Question.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could say that because I just have so many.
I know. That is true. You do have a large collection.
Yes, I do. Well, speaking of good drinks, we recently had a surprise party for you. You turned 40, and you know me.
The big 4-0.
I like a cougar, so.
Right. You're older than me.
Okay, well, that's my story. We were at this place called Unum Fine Wine and Whiskey Lounge in Morton. It's probably, I would say, our favorite place to go around here.
Yeah.
Because it's just a nice, quaint atmosphere, awesome drinks. There's a bartender there named Andrew who makes phenomenal cocktails and different things like that. So
yes, he does
the place was closed. We rented it out for your birthday.
And I was surprised. Yes, you did a good job.
Well, good.
You
won.
You
were surprised.
Very surprised, actually.
Well, then I did my job right.
Done.
I like it. All
now
right.
what are you going to do for 50?
Oh, that's
let's not go there yet.
Yeah,
I just turned 40.
Exactly. Let's don't rush that one. But we did do something exciting for your birthday.
We did. We
went over Veterans Day weekend.
Yeah, we went to Nashville.
Yeah, our second time there this year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was very nice.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. What was your highlight
of Nashville
of the trip?
The scooters.
The scooters. Oh my goodness! I thought I was going to die on those.
You did better than I did. I was like, this weekend at Bernie's stiff chick riding scooters down the street. It was terrifying.
You actually figured out how to do it.
That is
felt
true.
like an idiot because the very first time that we got that scooter, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And you have to take out your app. It's like this Uber app, and you're supposed to scan the QR code,
yeah.
And then it unlocks the scooter, and you can but they're like electric, so you can push a button and you just get on it and they go. Okay, well, nobody told me how to do these. I have no idea.
To your credit, I did have to Google how to ride the Uber scooter.
Right. Now, before you're laughing, okay, at home or in your car, whatever, listen, it does make sense that you get on the scooter and you use manual work to get it going.
It's like the Flintstones at first.
But for me, I'm sitting here going, well, this thing has a motor and there's a button you hit and it's like an accelerator.
Right, because that would make sense.
Yeah, I'm just going to get on this thing and hit the button and it should go.
But it didn't.
But it doesn't.
It went nowhere.
It doesn't. So then I thought, well, this one's broken. It's bojankety. Something's wrong. Like, what in the world's wrong with this thing?
So I did the smart thing and asked Google.
You did. And
you have to kick 3 times. Not once, not twice. It literally knows.
Yeah.
Click. You got to kick, and go. It is like a Flintstones
It would have been
vehicle.
nice to do that before I made a fool of myself in front of all the people in the restaurant that were laughing at me.
Watching you? Yeah. Probably.
Standing on the scooter and hitting the button and then falling off of it.
I found it entertaining.
Yeah. Well,
I was laughing with
I
them.
do have video.
Yeah, you do.
And so I will post that on our...
But the video is it of you actually...
falling down. Yeah. So
You're
don't
not
get all
falling
excited.
down.
I'm not falling down.
You're actually riding the scooter.
And you.
You're riding me?
No. I got video.
For a second. I was like, where is this podcast going?
Yeah. I don't know. That got weird real fast, but...
Right. Because you're never used to me talking like this.
No, never. Never. I think I've turned 8 shades of red now.
That's my goal in life.
It is.
How many shades of red can I get Mike to turn in public?
Oh, my goodness. All right. So
Scooter.
So the scooters, that was fun. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. And we made it. We didn't get hit by a car.
Thank God.
We took an actual Uber one day, and we were asking this guy about the scooter because that was right after we gave up on him. We couldn't figure out how to ride him, so we just got an Uber. And he said he started like listing all these facts about how many people die.
Yeah, like 8 a year.
Yeah, like 8 people a year die on scooters.
He said he's had to take people who got in a scooter accident to the hospital before. Like they Ubered him or something.
Yeah, which I would never get in an Uber to go to the hospital if my life was on the line.
Right, because the last Uber drivers, he said that he just got done robbing a bank.
That was the same guy.
Oh, it was.
So maybe who knows how factual he really was? Because we got in the
true.
car and he said he just robbed a bank, which we
were planning on doing. So it was great.
What in the world?
Getaway driver.
It's crazy.
Speaking of scooters, and our first attempt was when we were going to the listening room.
Oh,
we were going to try to scooter to the listening room.
Exactly.
But we ended up Ubering it.
Yeah.
The listening room was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Picks and pints.
Yeah.
We went on Saturday I think it was, morning, and listened to some musicians on stage and had brunch and a drink and enjoyed ourselves.
We did. It was a lot of fun. And, I think that a lot of people go to Broadway on Nashville or downtown Nashville, which is a lot of fun. It's the main drag, and there's all these venues all up and down Nashville. But one of the things that you'll see, a majority of those places are local artists that are doing covers of some of these famous groups, the national acts, as we call them. And which is fine. They're phenomenal. Yeah. But what I love to do is get off of Broadway, go to some of these other places like this one.
Yeah.
And hear these same local artists, but they're playing their music. Yeah. And some of the times they're the actual writers of some of the songs for some of the acts that you may know.
The famous, yeah.
Exactly. Huh. Because a lot of recording artists, not a lot, but some of them don't even write their own music.
Right.
They rely on other people that are actually writing their music. Yeah. So it's kind of cool to see them and the talent they have.
That is true.
Very true. Had a good time with that.
And you know what else happened at the listening room?
What?
Our podcast talk went from talk to a reality.
It did.
We made our decision there. Boom. That's it.
Yep. We're doing this.
We're going to be podcasting.
We are doing it. The rubber is meeting the road now.
That's right.
So we left there and we went across the street.
Yeah, because it was like, oh my gosh, look, a cigar bar.
Yeah, it was like I heard Angel singing.
You probably did.
And I thought, that has to be where we need to go. Yeah, just like that, hun.
Right.
You are angelic.
You love my singing.
I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we went over to the cigar bar, and that is where we started purchasing everything on Amazon. Thanks, Capital One.
Yeah, Capital One had a part in that.
Yeah. So anyway, here we are. We're doing this podcast, but to be fair, we had been talking about doing this podcast for quite some time.
Yeah, we just decided Nashville was the place to make it
Nashville's
official.
the place to go. Yeah. What was another thing you enjoyed about Nashville while we were there?
Oh, all of it. I don't know. It's hard to say.
How about the pedal bar?
Oh,
Pedal Tavern.
Always loved the Pedal Tavern.
Yep. So, if you've been to Nashville, you've
if you've seen a music video, country music video, you've probably seen the Pedal Tavern.
The Pedal Tavern going down Broadway is a lot of fun. And this time we had quite the mix of people.
Yeah, we did. It was actually couples. Usually it could be a little crazy, I think, but there were like 5 of us couples, and then there were a couple of younger gals there. Mm-hmm. One of them had just turned 21. Yeah. The way she drinked. The way I'm drinking, pretty sure that wasn't her first cocktail at 21.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, it was entertaining.
Nashville's a fun city. I think you dug up some fun facts on Nashville.
I did. In fact, 30,000 people a year moved to Nashville.
Yeah, just this last year.
Yeah, just this last year. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is like almost 100 people a day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. That's pretty crazy. But with good reason. I can see why. Mm-hmm. But it definitely has changed over the years.
Yes.
Going to Nashville and, just trying to get around. And there's just a lot more people there.
You used to go to Nashville.
I did all the time.
In your previous life.
I sure did.
We call that PC, pre-Courtney.
Yes. Pre-Courtney. But yeah, I did. I owned a business, and it was a production business. So did a lot of sound, lighting, video production for artists, and did a lot of work in Nashville. So, yeah, it's kind of fun to get back into.
It has changed quite a bit.
The big old city. But one of the places we love to go in Nashville is Printer's Alley. Mm-hmm. We stayed, our hotel was called the Dream Nashville.
Yeah, it was right on Printer's Alley. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right by the Ryman.
Yes. Yeah. Just up the road.
Which we went to the Ryman too.
We did. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Printer's Alley.
Printer's Alley, if you're planning a trip to Nashville, or you've been to Nashville and you've never been there, it's definitely worth a trip. It's just north of Broadway, but just a few blocks. But they have some really cool places down there. A blues club. They have a place called the Skulls Rainbow Room, which we enjoyed going into that.
Yeah, so the first time we went to Nashville together was for a conference. Mike had a conference there. So I spent a little bit of time on my own, hitting up like the Country Music Hall of Fame and things like that. And we found a cigar bar the first time, not this one we went into, but it was a Davidoff cigar bar called The Blend, right by Printer's Alley. And talking to the bartender about where we should go that's off the beaten path, he said, go into Skull's Rainbow Room. They have a cabaret. And I'm like, ooh, no, a burlesque show. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. I know what a burlesque show is. At the time, I don't think you did.
No, because I'm a clean, innocent young man. So, so we did go to this burlesque show.
So, we go in and have
not knowing what that was.
No, we go in and sit up at the bar and have a drink. And sure enough, the steel drum comes out and gentleman's playing a steel drum, and they got the... What's that thing that plays records that has phonograph. Yeah. And in from the side door comes these 3 women with like kimono, those kimono like silk robes on. And Mike's looking at me like, what in the hell did you get me into?
Yeah, well, I started choking violently.
Yeah, you liked it.
What in the world?
So yeah, we had a burlesque show. It's a very classy.
It was classy.
They played some older tunes and took off the robe and had tipples. We're gonna try this again. And nipples, tassels on their nipples, also known as tipples.
Well, that's interesting. Never heard that before. We're coming up with all kinds of new
terms for our podcasting experience.
But one thing I thought was classy about it is just that. It was classy. It wasn't meant to be like real, like this raunchy show of anything.
Great.
It was just this, I don't know, just kind of a cool show.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good.
So that we like Skull's Rainbow Room.
Yeah, very good. They have some really good stuff. And there's some other restaurants along the way there. Sea Salt Restaurant. There's a couple other, there was a karaoke place and different things. So if you ever get to Nashville, you have to go to Printer's Alley.
Mm-hmm. And don't let it terrify you when you turn down there, because it looks like...
Well, it's an alley.
Yeah, it does. And
I
then
mean,
you see the cafe lights
strung up all over.
across, and it's pretty cool.
We also were on the search for new cowboy boots for Courtney. Because,
birthday boots.
Yeah, she loves cowboy boots, and Nashville's a great place to buy them, because not only do they have a lot of stores that sell them, but they have a great selection. Yeah. Which 2 trips ago, I got my very first pair of boots.
You did. I think I had to talk him into it, but
yeah. Well, I'm not used to wearing something like with a heel.
That's true.
I'm used to like tennis shoes.
Yeah. Well, you look good in them.
Well, thanks.
I'm glad you bought them.
You always get compliments on yours. So
I like to buy fun boots.
Yeah. And they are.
Like my personality.
It is very bright.
Yes.
And bubbly.
Yes. So yes, it took a while. I almost thought we were going to go home without the birthday boots, but we were there over Veterans Day, and they had a parade down on Broadway. And we looked around, and oh my gosh, right before the parade started, I found a boot store, and there they were. Yeah.
Now, I will say this. The other really cool thing about Nashville that we really like is the eating on the go. Oh, my gosh. That's what this is.
Way to toot your own horn there.
I mean,
you've had 3 sips of that whiskey.
I know,
Jeez.
right? It did start there. Okay. Holy moly. What am I saying here? No, I meant to say what we have started to really like about Nashville is East Nashville.
Giving it away before.
I know. I totally ruined that. East Nashville. Last time we went in March, we stayed in a Airbnb in Nashville, East Nashville, and had a blast there.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Now, this last time we went to a place called Fox's Cocktail Club. And you talk about a really cool place in East Nashville. Really small, kind of hard to find. It almost reminds you of a
speakeasy.
Speakeasy. Yeah. But it's not, because it actually has a sign on the door, but it's the lower level behind this building that has something else in it. So you have to go around back. You're there because you're at the address. We kind of went around back and saw, there's this little sign. It's literally just a door, and you walk in, and it's a small little bar that's has hardly what? Do you think it had like 4 or 5?
I think it had like 5 booths and then the leather seats we were sitting in.
Yeah, and that was it.
And a bar.
Yeah, and we actually had to make reservations just to go in to have a cocktail.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, very, very cool place. So another
craft cocktails.
Craft cocktails.
Made their own tinctures, do you call them? That mix with old fashions and things like that.
Yeah. Very good job.
Yeah.
So East Nashville is kind of, and talking with the locals, that's one of the things that they say is that East Nashville is really kind of becoming the place to go.
Yeah.
In Nashville.
Yeah.
And a lot of, it used to, not be such a great area of Nashville, but there's a lot of stuff moving out that direction. A lot of even some newer homes.
30,000 people a year moving to town. You got to find someplace.
Exactly.
To build.
Your city is going to change rapidly. When
and it
you
has.
Have that kind of growth.
I mean, we can attest to that, right?
You can, and not only that, but the amount of hotels that they're building. I mean, there's tons of new hotels there, and they're full. Yeah. We already had our hotel reserved, but we thought, just for the fun of it, while we were there, let's get on like Hotwire.
Because we like Hotwire, actually.
Yeah, we do.
Usually, if we do our weekends in Chicago, we do them through Hotwire last minute and usually get some pretty good deals. So I thought, let's check Hotwire, and I bet you there's some good deals. Mike knew better.
Yeah, nothing. Not a single hotel room for any amount of money was available
in our area
in downtown Nashville, and that's pretty common on a weekend in Nashville because you think about it, it's not only such a very popular place to go and live, but it's a very popular place for people to go visit, even more so in the last 10 years than it ever has been.
Right.
So Really cool. It's if you ever get a chance to go to Nashville, go. If you have gone and you haven't really been able to wander out that much, there's all kinds of really great places. The Bluebird Cafe, which is another place outside of Nashville that is a great place to go.
The Five Spot.
The Five Spot, yes. Yeah, very popular music venue. You're going to see some great music there. We went there as well.
In March.
Yeah. When we were there. So... but venture out, and you're going to see. We also went to the whiskey
Jam.
The whiskey
this
jam
time, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, which was up closer to Vanderbilt area,
Music Row.
Yeah. But very very cool place. A lot of artists kind of cut their teeth there. Some very famous people.
How do you do that?
I don't know. That's just what you say.
Cut your teeth?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's like as in like baby teeth coming through to make big boy teeth.
I guess.
Or big girl teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It just came to mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
I've never heard that before.
Really?
Yes.
You need to get out, girl.
Well, I'm trying. That's why we're eating on the go.
All right. So one of the things
we also eat on the go too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We did that again today.
We did.
Always doing
on the
something.
Go.
Well, we're about out of time
because the dogs were hungry
already.
We had to feed them.
I know we had to go get them some food. We're about out of time, but one of the things that we want to do on our show every week is not just our cheers of the week, but we want to do a fun fact, which we went over, but also we love to do what we call our pod quote, because we want the show to be positive and uplifting and leave you with some kind of nugget of truth. So, Courtney, what do you have?
Take it away. Today's quote is, "We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us."
Oh, very good. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're out of time. The dogs are getting restless, so we probably better end our podcast for this week. But join us next week, and until then, we'll
come up with some more stories for you, I'm sure.
Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.